Look, those of y'all that are listening, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this word reset. But we're going to talk about what we know of, what we've been taught, and like what we're under. Because one thing that we don't do, and look, I don't know what's happening, man. Look, my phone, it's all in the words, but my phone is uploading videos that are very distorted. I can put a video on YouTube and I can, look, this is no shit. 25 people can go, hey, we just watched that. Like, we all know. And anyways, they're like, dude, it's showing 3 views. And I go, we know. Because a long time ago, somebody, you just don't understand. People ain't never going to get it. Look, I'm going to try to talk about how they set this up. Now, we all know the truth. There's a lot of truth. And there is. But, man, listen. Like, a Rubik's Cube, like, if we can start thinking of the biggest Rubik's Cube ever, okay? Because I'm working on a decade from the hospital bed without even walking into one, except for the first 6 months, getting the blood work, and then that's it. Isn't that crazy how I was in it, like lived in them, and come to find out you're made of cells, and you're a fluidic being, and you're made of water. And for instance, the word Mari means water, and you have Mary and Joseph in Scripture, and Mary actually represents also too the water, which would be your cerebellum. Joseph is going to represent your cerebrum, brain. Because the cerebrum actually represents the ram too. And God is the ram. So, and see, those are just words that we should know all that. But I'm going to tell you right now, 90% of the people, 95 are like, he's crazy. And see, when we're startled, we're no different than an animal. Certain animals, when they're startled, what do? They run. Okay? And what we have been trained to accept, it's not hard to go back through their design and see it. But look, this is where, listen, when I say this to all the people in the industry, the medical industry, it's like, listen, you're made of cells. My journey was to go through that and to expose it for what it is. But see, now you've been ingrained since day one, go through school. You learn this and you'll be given this. And then you're going to be better than people. And you can look down on people and you can tell them they're stupid because you make fake funny money that has nothing to do whatsoever with anything. The reason the billboards and all that shit's everywhere is to make you spend money. Money would have no value if it was never spent. But since the only thing that we have is TV gadgets and all this bullshit, magazines, ads, billboards and all that, then we're a consumer nation now. Every country is. They consume everything. And go back and watch They Live with Rowdy Roddy Piper, and he puts on those glasses and everything says, obey, shut up, and comply. And that's the ones that I'm up against. They don't want to give a man credit. I can tell you this, every one of those people, if they were put in a dire situation, which if you've had the C word, dead cells are the reason you got that. But since you don't know about that and they control the whole shebang, you've never known that. So there's nothing that can help it. Yeah, there is. For one, from day one, you're grown up in a system, in a school system. The brain, for 2 months when you're in your mama's tummy, it's the brain and the spinal cord. Okay? For 2 months, that brain, it's a motor. It's getting geared up. It's going to produce the rest of the organs, the nations, as Jesus says in the Bible. Okay? So for 2 months, the mama should know what to be eating and consuming and not watching stuff to now you're messing up the whole temple of God, the image of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now the nations can't be produced the way that they're supposed to, and 9 times out of 10, the woman's going to be sitting there through the whole first 2 months. So now the baby's organs are going to be produced in not the right way. And now it's popped out into the world, and now you go through school sitting in a desk. Hold up. Everything happens in sevens. Every 7 years, every cell that you were born with is gone. You're a new being every 7 years. And if you do not know how to expel the cells, dead cells in you, then what do you get? CANCER. But if you know them and know your anatomy, nothing can ever happen. You'll be built like the structures that they've melted and blew up and obliterated, but yet can't get rid of. That's how badass they were built, and that's how they were built. Those individuals were built badass. Now a wind comes and blows down everything. Okay, so now you can see sitting down, it can't produce the organs. Covering this up stops the air that's electric to even do anything for the vehicle. That's a machine. You know. And then we go through 12 grades. We're given this alphabet that's, I guess, English. It's the lowest form of alphabet of learning there ever has been on earth. The only reason you learned that was to read that and to read all the billboards and the magazines and to get ready for the technology coming. That's right. They had to teach the very first ones how to read their newspapers. You know. And then they was very controlled. Think about it. I did videos before. Very, very controlled. Nothing was allowed. Nothing. The only thing our ancestors had, doesn't matter who they are, where they were. They all had the same fucking newspapers. White, black, brown, slave, not slave, whatever. Same newspapers, same churches, same numbers. Same factories, same plantations, plants. They all worked in plants. Nation, plantation. These words are right in front of you. And then they slowly surrounded that mind with the lowest form of nature. You know, think about it. You know, how can any child learn when there's so much distractions everywhere now? Now, it's insane. And what do parents, here child, you need this. This has destroyed everything but here. And I'm just showing you how far gone that we are. You know, but this was created in the beginning. Dude, listen. This is what's hard to... It was hard, like Ray-Ban, sun ray, ban the sun rays into the temple. It was hard for me to, because I mean, dude, you can see it. You can see all the wars. When everything is a production. But what's crazy is listen, 1 and 2, all of them, they've all been designed by these individuals. But look, you know, they use this one's right here. Listen, you need to go count how many series there are. I'm being for real. Count how many movies, series, books. It's overkill, just like this. Just like that. Just like everything. But you see, we can see the lower end shit. But when you really look, because here comes video, cameras, even though he destroyed all his shit so nobody else would get it, he allowed cameras around him all the time. Even to his secret places he went. This is his secret place, his hideaway. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and too, the troops, okay, they created this. Yeah, they created that. These did. Those created that. So what you have is this. Is you have the most intelligent minds on earth, supposedly. They lose, though. Yeah, they lose. They have technology that's from another world, but they lose. Oh, and on top of that, when they go to Russia, guess what they did? The scientists that created this, they didn't realize maybe they'll freeze to death. They didn't account for the winter months, so they froze to death. It's like, listen, okay, if you can put all the dumb ingredients together that these, I'm serious. Is that it? Yeah. That it's not hard. It's fucking easy to put their shit together. It's very easy. Very, very easy. And I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because I want your mind, and some of y'all probably know too, but you got to really, really see it for what it is. Oh, and here's the thing too, is he walked into, listen, he went into the middle of Bavaria, Germany. Bavaria, who was them, and said, go fuck yourselves. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. And see, we already know. It's just like David Koresh. There was a 51-day standoff. When were they founded? May the 1st. 51. It's really stupid once you can see it, though. You know, but you have to understand something. Look, this was. I don't want to use that, but I mean, dude, this is some dark art, black magic, dude. This is what this is. I'm going to tell you, this is created under this. All this is. Okay? March is actually the first day of the year. Sept, that's the 9th month. That's 7. That's 7. It's not hard. These fuckers changed it from the dead of from beauty, from everything spring into light. Sorry, we got New Year, fucking dead in winter. Right in the middle of Capricorn, the goat, which is the crown, Saturn, which is what we're in right now. What is that? What does this mean? What does that mean? It means that. That's what it means. It's not hard, but dude, look. You know, we shouldn't be under this, what we're under now. We should be under the moon cycle. That's what we should be under. But in order to sell the heliocentric, then, you know, I mean, think about it. It's like they even, in August comes from Augustus. Caesar Augustus. August. And AU on the whatever table represents gold. Wonder why AU is gold on the periodic table. Because of Augustus. Because of Caesar is why. It's because of Rome. It's because of that shit right there. But see, under this calendar, see, these 12 months, the months, see, the same way that in school, whenever you would go to your locker, and you'd turn it this way and that way and that way, is the same way this goes. This moves and it's got its circuits, but it's got vibration, and there's something up there that they know, and they get all this power from that you're going through. Very evil shit. But the same way that you open up your locker is the same way through gematria and Satanism, satanic gematria, is how they unlock. Like when it comes to blood sacrificing. Because see, when you set all this up, you already control the news. Okay, and the one way you sell everything forever is you've already got the Saturnalia Moloch death cult. They will kill you quick. Very quick. Cyanide being the #1 favorite. Listen to their song, The Police, Murder by Numbers. It's as easy as your 1, 2, 3s. Next time you might want to get 2 or 3. A song about it. So what they did is these wizards, warlocks. Wizards just means your wise, your wisdom. Witch is your wits. But we've been flipped. Everything's upside down now, and we're on the bottom. So what they do, and I mean, dude, listen. You got to start thinking about, like, you know, this is a big fucking entity. Okay, they groomed generations to go melt everything. They groomed generations to blow everything up. They groomed generations to flood everything. They groomed generations to set up the fakest shit ever, which is the Catholic Church. Do you understand what I'm saying? They raised every nation just like chickens. Every one of them. They had all this fake technology coming, all this weaponry, and and they get in and they created it. They created Paraguay and Uruguay. They ain't no fucking, hey, we've been here. No. And you know what they run? Everything. They'll get to you. They will get to you. And one way to sell everything is because they'll kill you. You have no idea how real this is. In any city coming up, when it's time to sell something, they already have the newspapers. Here comes the news and the radio. Poison them. And then they're going to get a story. Oh, they caught something. And listen, these motherfuckers now, you have no idea how many of them there are. They are everywhere. And they have no conscience, nothing. And that's how they've sold this shit forever. They started with just a little. But it was very fucking structured. Do you understand what I'm saying? They know the brain. They know our brain. They know at a very young age, when you teach a child to sell chocolate and to chase money, then in space in 3rd grade, they'll never question that shit, because that is, your computer is a RAM for memory. Well, there's the cerebrum for memory. Isn't that crazy? How the people against me are dumber than a computer. I'm smarter than a computer. I don't know about you. The computer's an invention of you. And real quick, this is just something you could have learned in school. Iridology. That's your whole everything, left and right eye, from all the way around your eye. When something's wrong, it's internally. It's very easy. But in the reset, all that's gone. Gone. We gotta, there's these things. Did we write this up here? Look. Where is Bavaria? Germany. What are y'all all afraid of against me? Yeah. And what do those represent? Those. They're in your head. It's in your head. It's like somebody told me, it's all in your head. I need my card back. And it's like, listen, maybe this experience, that's like I'd tell him, and all of them, maybe y'all need to treat people better. And maybe in your head, in your world, see, you'll be right. I'll always lose. Listen, I've got working on 9 years, and I'm back at square one right now in the world. I'm done being a slave. I'm done watching the kings and queens reap all the fucking benefits that ain't even kings and queens. People think they just do whatever they want to do. And they're being allowed to do what they're doing. I'm speaking personal right now. Anywhere, nope, sorry. Nobody understands me when I'm like, look, for 2 or 3 years, we're not going to show a fucking profit. If we do, because we're getting founded, just like these fuckers. They trained me through all their detoxes, hospitals, rehabs, and everything. They trained me, and I have their fucking mindset. And that's the sad thing, too. And see, they fucked up because they destroyed everything with alcohol, but then they created AA, the Blue Book, Blue Degrees, Masonry, Blue, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jay-Z's daughter Blue, first three steps in the churches represents the Blue Degrees, Blue, it's all that shit. Love it.